Hi, I wanted to talk about my two love rabbits, Cookie and Téa, today. I think there's a lot of information out there already, including on the internet or in books, about taking care of rabbits and different breeds of rabbits. But I just wanted to share with you my personal experience with these two gorgeous pets, and I wanted to share with you how fun they can be as pets, because that's often difficult to discover just through reading instructive material on the internet. Um, Rabbits can be extremely intelligent. Um, they can be trained to play games, and they can be litter trained as well. My rabbits use a little tray, um, which I've set up with a hay rack at the edge of it, so they will chew on the hay while they do their business. And they're also full of personality. So I have Cookie here with me. She's my beautiful white bunny. Hello. And Cookie is really very active, and she's very curious, and she loves to run around and discover new things, and she's very brave. But Téa, who's hiding in a little house right now, she tends to be more timid and shy, but she's also very intelligent and very attuned to the things around her. And she can clean herself very well. She's always grooming herself, and she always smells like cinnamon. She just smells so beautiful, and she's just always she's like a lady, whereas Cookie's more like a tomboy. And you have a lot of fun when you have two rabbits, because you get to see how they interact, and they are much more happier also, because I used to have only one Rex rabbit in the past, and the good thing about having one rabbit is that they bond with their owners a lot more. That is the truth. You will, if you go on the internet and search for these kind of things, people will always advise you against getting one pet, but there are advantages and disadvantages to anything that you decide to do regarding how you want to raise your rabbits. And but the good thing is, when they're in twos, they're a lot less lonely, they're happier rabbits, and you get to see them interact, which is also very nice. I named these rabbits Cookie and Téa because I think it really reflects on their personalities very well. Because Cookie, um, like a name, she's like the Cookie Monster in a the blue character in Sesame Street with the big mouth that lives in the garbage can and eats everything. She's a bit like that. She loves to eat. She is always eating. She's always looking for food, and always in the morning she comes to my bed, and she's always trying to ask for food, and she's just a very avid eater. So I thought, I was tossing between Miss Piggy and Cookie, and I thought, well, Cookie is probably a nicer name, less derogatory, so I picked a Cookie over Piggy. And Téa, well, I thought it would be cute if the two names kind of were complementary, and I thought Cookie and Tea would be really cute. But yeah, I googled something that would sound like tea, or something that would look like tea in writing. I looked for a name like that on Google, and I thought Téa would be spelt like tea, but with a accent, French accent on the E would be cute. So, and it also means a goddess in Greek. So I thought that's a very fitting name for Téa, who's more ladylike and more well groomed. Um, I also want to talk about where I found them. So there are three main channels to find the right rabbit for you. You can find them through breeders or through pet stores or at shelters. And I chose to find a breeder who breeds lop rabbits, and there are advantages and disadvantages to all. I guess the benefit with finding rabbits through a breeder is that you can have them as babies, um, and you can train them, and you can make sure that they are accustomed to you, accustomed to being around people, being accustomed to being picked up, and just being friendly and sociable around humans. And you can really, in that way, you can really make them your own, the pet that you really want. And you can also have, often breeders are careful to pick litter that is, I guess, more closer to the standard of the ideal for their breed in terms of their physical characteristics and their personality. So that's also a huge benefit. And if it's a breeder that is ethical and that is very much experienced, then he will have extra details on the rabbit that you're getting. For example, their family tree, how their personalities will probably turn out, how they will probably look like when they are fully grown, and when they will be, and this is quite important, when they will be ready to be weaned off their mothers, because it's actually they become better pets when you have them as babies. But if you look up the sources on the internet, there will be a lot of advices on against getting rabbits when they're too young. And I bought these rabbits when they were 6 weeks old, and some sources would say that's maybe a bit too young. But I think the breeder was very much, he has been breeding this breed of rabbits for 10 years. I think he understands his litter very well, and he would understand when they are ready to be weaned off. And I think it also helped that I got two of them, and they were litter mates. They were basically, they're sisters. Basically, they were born together, and they were basically together since they came into this world. So when they are together, they tend to be a lot more mentally relaxed, which raises their immunity and which makes them healthier and happier rabbits. So I think that's another factor that he probably considered when giving away the rabbits at a young age. So I think there are advantages and disadvantages to any of those sources, and I was also considering getting them from a shelter, but which I think is fine. I think there are advantages of getting adult rabbits also, because they will be fully litter trained. They don't have any problems with making accidents, and in a way, I think adult rabbits can be more physically more developed and more like rabbits, more I mean, baby rabbits are cute, but they go through a stage, adolescent stage, where they are molting, and also they go through a stage where they are throwing tantrum, and they really need to be spayed. But I think if you have a fully grown adult rabbit, you know what exactly to expect, and in a way, it's also nice. But I just couldn't find the right rabbit, so, and I was looking for very particular breed and color, and Cookie and Téa were just the perfect rabbits for me. So that's why I opted for a breeder. I think that's all that I wanted to say for today. I'll just show you my Cookie, Miss Cookie again. Hello. She's now 9.5 weeks old, and she's white with blue eyes, which is quite rare for a rabbit. Most white rabbits, and she's a little bit dirty on her paws because she's a bit of a tomboy, but I love her anyway. And but she's quite rare because she has blue eyes, and yet she is white. So I'm quite proud of her. Okay, so that's all for now. Thanks.